So Leatherman has released another picture, perhaps a teaser picture of the new tool that's coming out. And I think that happened yesterday. I will be releasing perhaps a couple of these videos at odd hours to sort of keep up, space them a little closer together than I usually do, because supposedly Leatherman is releasing this new tool maybe July 8th or the 12th. I was reading somewhere, someone mentioned overseas that Leatherman was having a release party on July the 12th. I don't know if that's true or not, but we may see a picture soon, another picture of this tool. I'm guessing maybe every 2, 3, 4 days, Leatherman might release something, and we may have a fuller picture, perhaps even by the time you're seeing this video. But what we have right now is a picture of the pivot hole, and then what Leatherman has shown us, it looks like perhaps it's painted. Now, I think the most likely scenario is that essentially it is a knife. It does look a little bit similar to this. I don't know why they would have Leatherman USA around it. Perhaps that's just to throw people off. I don't know. The funny thing is, a lot of people are talking about how Leatherman is centered incorrectly on the picture. We have no clue what angle this picture is taken from, so I don't know. But that's the majority of the comments on Reddit and even on Leatherman's Facebook, their official Facebook site, is about the incorrect Leatherman lettering, which I find a little bit amusing. Now, let's jump and talk about some of Leatherman's pivots. Now, I was a little excited for a little bit. I'll do a close-up of this right here on the Leatherman Micra. You do see a pivot right here and then Leatherman tool, but this is completely different than the pivot that's in the picture. I was hoping it would be something like the Leatherman Garage series. Was it the Dark Side or whatever that charge type plier was that you could take apart the pliers and service them almost on your own? I thought that'd be really cool, but I don't think that's what this picture is talking about. Let's look at some of the pivots right here. We have the pivot on the charged titanium. These are the Security Torx pivots, and people mention, hey, there's no more Security Torx. That's really cool. The Security Torx are gone. Let's look at this Leatherman Wave. This one also has that same type of Torx right there, but the pivot is designed a little differently. Then these are the older style that use the older style tool right here, where they're more like the PST and so forth. I think rebar perhaps as well. So all that to say, yeah, I think it's a knife. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not sure why that's a huge reveal. Looks like Leatherman is trying to break into the market. When we look at this knife right here, that picture looks very similar to this pivot right here. Very similar if you ask me. So I think that's where Leatherman is heading, but I don't know. What are some other reasons why it seems like this is probably a knife? Well, it looks like perhaps it is painted white and that the metal has a line very similar to this right here and also very similar to the Garage 3, is it? I'll put a picture on the screen where you can see how that was white, and it also had almost like that line that we see in this picture. So I do think it's a knife. Now, the best case scenario for this is that perhaps Leatherman is making their own version of the SOG Flash MT. Now, I do think the SOG Flash MT is a pretty amazing tool. It's got this compound leverage. It's got the pliers. It does have the bit driver right here where you can use the bit driver on the back. The bit driver is held right here, the 4mm. And then it has the assisted blade and then the Ken opener screwdriver. Now, the tool set is not exactly to my liking, but it is a pretty cool little tool. So I think this is the best case scenario. Maybe Leatherman is making something with a knife and a pliers included, as something more knife based, but almost like the T4 and the K2 with pliers. I don't know. Maybe. Is that possible? Yeah, I guess. Anything's possible. So that could be cool. So here's some other SOG tools where they tried to make the knife sort of the main thing while adding pliers, the reactor, the flash. The reactor you can still buy on AliExpress. The flash is still sold by SOG. Then the Power Duo right here you can buy on eBay at times. This has more of a full-sized or a fuller size set of pliers. So each of these is sort of cool. It's not exactly my cup of tea, but if Leatherman did something like that, that could be really cool. So let me know what you think. What do you think this new Leatherman tool is? And what do you think this picture means? Or maybe this picture has nothing to do with the new tool and Leatherman's just trying to drive us all crazy.